this is Abigail Tony with Certum Solutions. If you've ever struggled to keep up with receipts, whether they're paper ones piling up in your bag or digital ones lost in your inbox, you're not alone. We've actually had people say they have multiple binders or multiple shoe boxes full of receipts before. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to capture, attach, and manage those receipts in your QuickBooks Online so your books stay clean, audit-ready, and stress-free. We're going to begin by showing you the QuickBooks Online app. So just as a FYI, the mobile app can be used on iOS or Android. You would just go to your respective store, download the app, get signed in on your account, and then you are basically ready to go at that point. We're going to begin by showing you the QuickBooks Online app. So just as a FYI, the mobile app can be used on iOS or Android. You would just go to your respective store, download the app, get signed in on your account, and then you are basically ready to go at that point. From the main screen of your application, once you're in there and logged in, there is a small round button on the bottom right of the screen, and you would just tap that, and it will bring up a camera. At that point, you pull out your receipt. Make sure that there's only one receipt per photo. Try and flatten that out so everything can be seen pretty easily. Make sure all four corners and all four edges are within the camera app that has opened up on your phone. And it will turn green when it's ready. So hold as steady as possible so nothing's blurry or anything like that. And then click that button to take that picture. It will show you the picture. And if you're ready, you can snap multiple at this point, but if you have just one, like me, you can go ahead and press the green arrow on the bottom. So it will show you as many, pictures as you snapped, and then you can go in, you can look at it, you can crop out anything that's needed. I'm just going to go ahead and leave everything okay. You can delete any pictures, that are blurry or, that you might need to retake later. Anything like that, and then you click use this photo at the bottom. A little message will come up saying essentially that the photo or photos are being processed, and that'll come through. It of course will take longer if you have more. And then it will show your receipt snap at the top. It'll show for review and reviewed tabs. Any new receipts that you just snapped will be in the for review tab. And as you can see, there's one here for me. If you tap that, you can view the receipt at the top. It shows you the document type, which of course is a receipt in this case. It will show you the total amount of the receipt. It will then ask you how you paid. It will try, of course, to match this, whether it's a bank transfer, credit card, other method. You can add your payment account here. So, for an uncategorized asset, this is a demo account that I'm using. So there are no other ones, but you can, if you've attached your bank accounts, your credit cards, things like that, those would all be here. It will show the payment date and the category. The payment date will, of course, try and pull from that receipt, make sure that's right. And then your category, again, you would tap that and it will bring up your various categories here that you have in your account, and you can choose, whichever one that you would need. You can also add a split if necessary. So, if it goes to multiple different accounts, things like that. And you have some optional fields. If you click that, basically it just says, payee. You can put in a short description and a memo. Once you're done, you would just click save receipt, or if you don't like what you're seeing, or want to do it on your computer perhaps, you can click delete. And I'm actually going to press the little X in the top left and close without saving, because I want to show you guys how to look at this same receipt now that it's in here on your desktop computer. This is the sample company of QuickBooks that we are using, and this is anyone that recently got QuickBooks. You will see this screen. If you have an older version, just as a kind of a note, you will have kind of a different look to your home screen and some of your things over on the left here, but it is the same process. So essentially on this, you would go to All Apps, Accounting, and then Receipts. Now, typically you would see the receipt we just put in right here. But I wanted to go ahead and show you the other methods of getting those receipts onto your system first. So there are a couple ways. If, for example, if this was a online purchase and they give you, the option to download your receipt, and you download that to your device, your computer, you can go up here to the top right and upload your receipts. And you can actually upload from a Google Drive or just upload, normally. You would click whichever one you'd like. And as it says here, each document you add becomes one new receipt. So make sure that each file has one receipt on it and doesn't have multiple different purchases. And you can select the files, or you can drag and drop. Here are the files that are supported. And you can actually do multiple that way. And it is the same situation here if you would prefer that. Once you upload those receipts, they would come down here. And as you can see, similar to the app, there's a For Review tab and a Review tab. Let me go ahead and pause for a moment for you, and I will grab some receipts. Now that I have gotten that prepared, let's go ahead and show you guys how to upload that receipt. So I went and saved a receipt on my computer, and I'm going to go Upload Receipts, Files, just put that in there. Now again, it'll say I'm processing. Just kind of wait for it to do that. And then it'll say processed, and it is ready. And as you can see, it popped down here. Now you can go in to For Review and you review each of these just one at a time. You click Review over here. And very similarly to on your device, on your cell phone, you have multiple options here that you can fill out. So you can choose, which kind of transaction type. This was an expense. Who do you pay? You can either add new, or if you've already, paid these people before, you can go ahead and choose one. If you do choose one, you can pre-fill an expense. You don't have to do that. So I will go ahead and click No. You choose your payment account, same as before. Payment date, we'll try to autofill, but you can go ahead and look at the receipt to make sure that, they picked that the correct date. Payment method, same sort of situation. And reference number, if that is something you would like. Make sure that the amount of the receipt up here on the top is correct as well. If that is not correct, you can come down here, and once again, you can click the correct category. So this is supplies, so I'll leave it. The description is just, a short description of what you may have purchased. If it was, nails or screws for a construction company, for example. Right here is where you could choose the amount and change that if it has the wrong amount. You can also choose your customer here. If it is taxable, you click that. If it is billable to a client, you can click that box as well. You can also put a memo just for your own reference if that is something you want. And it can be, something as simple as the date, the company you bought the thing from, and what the thing was. Actually add attachments if that is something you would need. A lot of folks, us included here at Certum, we add the receipt as an attachment, so that way you can actually just see the receipt if you ever need to go back and look at that for the audit trail. We actually very strongly recommend you do that. Now you can save it as a draft or just save and close it. I will save and close. And as you can see, it disappears from the To Review tab, and you can actually go to Reviewed, and it will be here for you. And you can undo it if need be, if you happen to make a mistake as well. So that's really all there is to the attaching. Now, as a side note, you can also create a custom email address and for certain folks. And as you can see in the sample company, they already have made one. Of course, it won't always be this long and convoluted. When you want to set that up, you can actually click that, and you can essentially either allow everyone with the email address that you set up to send documents to that, and it will automatically come here to the For Review tab. And if you ever, maybe make a company name change, or, just want something easier to understand, you can edit that email at any time as well. And all they would have to do is use the email address that they use on the account, that they've set up their user with, or you can just go ahead and copy using this button, or one of these buttons if there's multiple, and send them that, and they can email any receipts to that email, and they will show up here. So you don't have to worry about multiple people bringing you paper receipts or anything like that. So as you can see, once you start capturing receipts the right way in QuickBooks, it'll feel like you have control over your books again. You won't have to chase down those paper receipts that have been probably piling up for you for a long time. And again, if you'd like us here at Certum to help you streamline your QuickBooks setup, clean up your old data, or train your team on automation and best practices like this, just click the link in the description of this video for a free consultation or quote. Don't forget to subscribe for more QuickBooks and accounting tips from us here at Certum Solutions, and I hope you have a great day, and we hope to see you soon.